God we trust, and can't none of y'all fuck with us.
Okay, so I don't really have like no crazy ex stories. But my friend, so this was her boyfriend at the time though. So I went to go get her from her house because we was about to smoke. So we sitting in the car, you know. Well, no, let me go back. Her boyfriend did not want me to come get her. He didn't like her smoking, so boom. So she told him like, we not about to smoke, we just about to go over there and chill. So we sitting in the car, rolling up or whatever. And all of a sudden, here he comes, running out of the bushes, and comes open and snatches open the door and takes her out of the car. So they in the parking lot fighting, boom, boom, boom. He took her purse. She got back in the car with me like, whatever, I don't care about my purse, so we leave. So we ride around smoking. We just ride around. So we go back to my house. He's parked in I live in an apartment. He's parked in the very first parking spot of the apartment complex. So we like, oh my God, there he is. She like, just take me home, just take me home. So I'm like, no. We about to park at the end of the building and run in. Now we high, so, you know, that sounded like the brilliant plan at the time. So I'm like, okay, park. But wait, my car is ghetto. So I parked, but she couldn't get out the car because my door got stuck. So I'm like, oh, I gotta open the door for her. So I open the door, we run into the building. And he hops out the car, grabs her. So like we in the middle of the doorway, I'm fighting to pull her. Like we pulling, and he like, get off of her, get off of her. And she like, get off of me, please, just get off of me. I wanna go with Jessica. So we fighting, and he pulling her, and then he like picks her up and kidnaps her and throws her in the car. And like just drives off really, really fast. So I'm high, I don't know, should I call the police? What do I do? Like, I didn't know. I was just so confused because I'm like, that's her boyfriend. I don't know what to do. So I didn't hear from her for a few days. So I got really scared. I thought he killed her because he's crazy. So I called her mom and she's like, no, she's been in and out the house. But I mean, you can't do nothing when she keep going back to him. You know what I mean? You can't call the police but she gonna still keep messing with him. So that's my crazy story that I experienced. And I pray I don't meet nobody like that. That's crazy. Just crazy. Why you looking at me like that? She alive, y'all. She alive. She alive. She ain't messing with him no more, thank God.
Would you want me to share my other story?
Yeah. What's your story?
My other story, it's not that crazy. It's just weird. Like, I was talking to somebody and I really liked them, and we were talking like for a while and things were going great. We went on a date. Now I have my little checklist of questions I gotta ask on the first date. One of them, do you have any kids? Which is the most important one, because if you have kids you may have a crazy baby mama, and I ain't got time for that, according to my last story. So I asked him if he had any kids. He said no. I was like, praise Jesus, this is great. So he went on a trip with his mother or whatever, and then he came back, and like I hadn't heard from him. So I'm like, what's going on? And he texted me and he was like, I have to tell you something, you may not want to talk to me afterwards.
Oh, I hate people say that. It's scary.
I know.
You think like, STD? You think you about to die? Well, you don't know what.
We didn't do nothing.
Oh, okay. Good.
But so
no crap.
I'm like, what is it? And he was like, I got a baby on the way. I was like, what? Like, I was really mad about that. But then I was like, okay, like, that's all right. No, he didn't say he didn't say he had a baby on the way. But then I found out exactly 3 days later on his Instagram, the baby was born. So baby on the way means like a baby, like she in labor. She in labor, and it's about to come out. That is rude.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
So that was another story that I had that I was very upset about, because I really liked him, and he went and had a baby and was lying and stuff, and now he just a hoe. I don't want that either. Am I allowed to say hoe? I'm sorry.
Say whatever you want.
What else I got?
I ain't got nothing. Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else I got, because usually I got some crazy stuff. Oh, okay. So Lord. I decided over the summer, like, I was gonna like see like older guys see or whatever. Don't laugh. So I'm at one at my job. Actually, a friend knows him, and he seemed cool and everything, and then he wasn't. What? We were supposed to go to Bonefish Grill, and basically that didn't happen because he was like, oh, can you come down the street, like meet me down the street or whatever. Down the street from like in what's called Maple or whatever area where that Applebee's. He wanted me to meet him in an Applebee's parking lot basically. And I didn't know it was the Applebee's parking lot. I was like, I don't like Applebee's. Like, I'm really mad. I wanted some Bonefish Grill. So then this fool, he's in his car. And he was like, come here for a second. I'm like, are we going inside? He was like, just come here real quick. So we drove to a freaking cookout. What? A cookout with a bunch of people. Mind you, okay, like, I don't want to go to no damn cookout. I'm dressed for dinner. So this is a cookout with everybody on the block talking about some, oh yeah, they got chicken and waffles and liquor and stuff. Like, I don't want no damn chicken and waffles. Like, and then his kids were there. I ain't trying to be nobody's stepmama.
Right.
So I was very mad.
Oh,
he was like, oh yeah, we could just chill here and everything. I was like, I'm not going in there.
Where was the block party at?
I don't know. It looked somewhere where my brother lived or something, but it was too many people. And then I saw somebody I knew, so I got in the car. And then I was like, you know what? Take me back to my car. So then this fool was like, okay, we're just gonna go to eat. This fool took me to Applebee's, and we ate at Applebee's. Mind you, I hate Applebee's. He was rude. He was nasty. He was chewing with his mouth open. Mind you, he's eating freaking, yes, eating shrimp Alfredo. Got sauce on the corners. It was disgusting. Yes.
Where do you meet these
people? Oh my
God.
Sauce on the corner. He got mad at the waitress because she gave him like 10 shrimps and he ordered some more. He was like, I want more shrimps. I only got 10 shrimps. I was like, what?
It's Applebee's.
Get out of here.
You think you might?
And he ordered extra garlic, so his breath is lingering and burning my eyes. I'm just sitting there like this, and he's being really creepy. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Kill myself.
Did he go to the bathroom? I would have left his ass.
No, I sat like seriously. I sat there, no lie. I sat there just looking like this. I had like a little sampler and it was disgusting, and I was not eating it, and I was so pissed. And basically, all in all, I came up with a lie. I was like, oh, my grandma, I gotta pick her up from work. So he was like, oh, well, I hope we can see each other again. He was like, maybe we can take a trip together to Jamaica. I was like, I don't think so, because you don't even have Jamaican money for real. Like,
we are Applebee's.
Just disappointed me, and I tried to be nice and get this date over with, and then he kept blowing up my phone. He was blowing up my phone, asked me when we were going to go out. I told him I never wanted to see him again. He stopped calling me. He started calling me again. And he was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Maybe I can take you out again. I said no. He was like, well, why don't you just think about it? I think you took the wrong impression of me. I was like, no, I never want to see you again. Leave me alone. He was like, well, are you sure? I was like, yes. Okay, I don't want to see you. And he just kept going on. And then he would keep calling me. And this was before we had the block on the iPhone. So I was about to call Sprint. And basically he told me, he was like, oh, well, you think I could come up to your job and buy some stuff? I was like, hell, if you come up to my job, I'm gonna pepper spray your ass. So the next day at work, because he said he was coming, I had a bottle of perfume next to me at all times just in case he came. I sprayed his ass and then I blocked him. And I never seen him again until like last week, and he was walking afar. I knew it was him, I could tell in my head. So that's another story.
How old was he?
Huh?
How old was he?
He was like 40 something.
Oh my God.
But he like had an old man's soul. Like, he was just not.
Like, I gotta sock you up with a biscuit.
Yeah, like I was like, like, and then like he was talking about like, oh, he was like, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? I was like, oh, Jamaica. He was like, oh, maybe we can go there sometime next year together.
Oh, God.
He gotta go do something.